So capital was misused. In 1979, there was looting all over the country. So the capital was looted. Lives were lost. Now we have to create capital. The recent census revealed to us the percentage of Christians is 85 in this country. So I'm calling upon National Housing that to start collaborating with the public. I know it will take Parliament, as act of Parliament and government to agree, but sell the idea. I only looked at a figure on Christmas, and I only looked at these. I didn't take in consideration the Anglicans and the Protestant. But for the sake of math, Pentecostals in the population are 14.7%. Anglican were 31 point something percent. Catholic were 42 point something percentage. So this adds up to a total of over 85 Christians. Do you know that last Christmas, just for Christmas lunch, and if you are giving this total to people and you said, okay, they are 80. So 80 times 50, 80 million, 80%. 80% of 45 million will give us the number. 45 million Ugandan, this is 80%. In order, let's try to get the household first of the 80%. Let's get the household of the 80%. That would be an easy math for all of us. That is 8 million. So 8 million Ugandans, households, just say everybody spent on Christmas, everyone at average, they spend 50,000 shillings. So if you multiply 50,000 shillings here, it will give you a total, how many? 400. So that is 400 billions. We spend, you Christians, you spend 400 billion Christmas lunch. And in the evening, it was in the toilet. When Jesus taught about the story of a woman who came to her, it's not a story, actually, a reality. A woman came to Jesus and she said, I want my child to be healed. And Jesus said something. He said, I cannot give the children's bread to dogs. Now, if I was to use that language today, you'll say, how dare he calls us dogs? How dare Pastor Kayanja can come up here and say, you are dogs? The woman responded, Mr. Chairman, and he said, the woman said, Master, this dog, I don't know about the other dogs that eat eggs and steal eggs from the chickens and other things. But this dog you are looking at, eats the crumbs that felleth at the master's table. He said, I don't want, because I know a secret, that whatever is in the crumb is in the bread, and whatever is in the bread is in the crumb. I don't need much. Your children, as she was saying, me, I'm Phoenician, but your children, the Jews, these people who are believers are wasteful. They sit on the table and they eat and they throw away crumbs. For us who are seeing this, we only want crumbs. 400 billion was destroyed last Christmas. And we Christians have a tendency, we do it twice a year, on Christmas and Easter. What if we change this number here to to 100,000. This will be 800 billion. Just changing the number here, it becomes 800 billion. So national housing, you're asking government to give you money. And government can't task Uganda more taxes. These people will rebel. These people will demonstrate. And the government will bring tear gas. So how do we get capital to build? Collaborate with the church. Collaborate with the people. Collaborate with the individual. Let national housing open up an investment branch where people can buy shares. If I can put on my account, non-taxable, 100,000 a month, how many Ugandans, how many of these people will put that money, that you use that money, not like Cain, Moriabiengede, and Adam, but you use that money to build affordable housing. So the obstacle to everything you look at is capital. And capital is created. Capital is never given. The Bible said, remember the Lord your God who gives you power to create capital. We Pentecostals, when we started under no registration, no recognition, nothing. So we started under mango trees, Biwempe, that's how they knew us, because that's what we could afford. You ask somebody for a place in his compound and you start at Chiwempe. We realized that we are not going to get money, especially we Pentecostals who are not connected to any churches abroad. We are indigenous. So we realized we are going to use this tithe and this offering as capital to create wealth. President Museveni keep on talking about wealth creation. But how do you begin to create wealth? Without power. You have to empower people in order to create wealth. So we started by doing that. And that freedom and that liberty enable us to build today cathedrals. Many of you have never seen what Miracle Center look like, but they can put it there for you. How do you come in 40 years out of a Chiwempe to a cathedral like that? The issue is very simple. Wealth is created. Wealth is created. Wealth is not given. Wealth is not given. Nobody's going to hand out. You know, in Africa, we have a tradition whereby if I'm Robert Kayanja and I have 4 kids and I'm going to die, so I really hold on to the land. I don't sell it. I don't develop it, so that at my burial, I'll be able to hand over land to the children. That has to change through national housing. Approach the people. Say, Mr. Kayanja, you have got 20 acres here. Have you ever realized that you are seated on a gold mine? You are between 10 miles from city center. And we are envisioning that the tourism is going to be so high. Why don't you give this land to your children and we build them houses and they get a mortgage of 40 years? Because you have the capital now. Now you're going to multiply the capital. So if we take this one, 100,000 per month, that is 800 billion a month. That will be working through national housing. If you multiply it by 10 months, that is 8 trillion. Honorable Kasaija will look at you with envy. The issue is, we have to have a conversation. We have to have a conversation. We can't shy away from it. We can't run away from it. It is upon us that we build better cities and we build greater places for our people.